You know the thing I really appreciate about us, that actually, this is the only compliment I'll ever give you, is that you and I can disagree about something, but we could talk about it like two men.
Yeah, because you were kind of manly.
Yeah, we've got some serious size over here.
Oh,
yeah.
Don't let your kids watch it.
So what are we going to talk about this episode?
Well, we had decided on it, and then you said, I can't remember, let's just roll.
Well, I wanted to discuss it live because I want the viewers, for you guys to be a part,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this episode is about the viewers coming on the show. So if you're a viewer and you want to be on the show, come on the show.
Like if you
Or a foot model.
You're an F-boy, you're a city girl.
If you like to get hyphy.
If you like to get hyphy.
We want to see. Have you ever seen an episode of that show?
Which one?
Oh my!
Have you ever seen that episode of that show?
It's one of the greatest episodes of a TV show in history. There used to be a show on MTV.
I hate a great character.
And it was called Is She Really Going Out With Him? And it was a reality show, and it was about girls whose boyfriends were absolutely ridiculous. And this guy looks like Brecky.
Okay.
But he was wearing, do you know those giant plastic sunglasses?
That might be my old roommate, Dickie.
It may be. He had these giant plastic sunglasses, and he
slept on a couch cushion in the living room. There was cat poop on it.
Yeah, I agree. This is probably the same guy.
Yeah.
So he liked to do this thing called get hyphy, which is where they would all get in a car and they like were convertible or something, or they would hang out the window and like, as the music's going, and they'd be like doing this stuff like real big and crazy. And then they would ghost ride the whip. You know how to ghost ride the whip?
Can you show us?
How to ghost ride the whip?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is like a British ghost riding of the whip because I'm on this side. Ghost riding the whip, you're driving, shh. You slow it down to about 5 miles an hour. You get out of the car, shh. And then while you're outside the car, you dance while it's still driving, like this.
I thought you do like
this. Like that.
You're so disgusting.
And I mean, I gotta show you how to get hyphy. If you don't know how to get hyphy, then you mentioned Celsius.
Yeah.
I mean, we should talk about Alex Mashinsky getting arrested.
That's good. I'm so glad that he got arrested.
Yeah. Well, I said this on video I made yesterday. I think people will judge me for it, but like, I have a little bit of sympathy for him. A little bit. Not a lot. A little bit, because Sam screwed. Like, Sam is the one that did that.
I get it, but at the same time,
he's negligent. He's done a lot of things bad. I'm not having sympathy for him. I'm just saying there's a little.
Yeah. Well, just like I think too. Like I think, and I'll say this too, and my audience is kind of mad at me for saying, but I do think if they did relaunch FTX had amazing products and services. Like they really, really were revolutionary.
That backdoor, the commingling was great. Big fan of that.
No, I'm not talking about that. Like, cool. I mean, not that part. I'm actually talking about the trading services that they offered to people. Like those services were great. However, he was a POS. He was a bad person. He was using customer funds. But again, the same thing goes to. I feel like a lot of this was a direct failure of our public servants. They should have done what Japan did. Is, you know what, you have to segregate the funds. I feel like a lot of things.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys.
We ended segregation in America a long time ago.
I feel like there's a lot of things that could have been better, but at the same time, like public servants should hold accountability.
So have you been following all this Dan Freeberg lawsuit?
No, because there's so many moving parts to FTX.
Okay, so you know who Dan Freeberg is?
He's the guy that orchestrated the back door.
Yes.
But he's going to get it in the back door.
So he is.
So is Alex.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, well, I don't know, Alex I think is like pretty badass. I don't think like he probably will. I think supposedly, I don't know if this is true. This might be like Mr. Rogers has tattoos. I don't know. But supposedly, like at one time, he like worked for Mossad or something. Like he's actually a pretty bad fighter, I think.
Bad fighter, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's pretty bad. I think, from what I've been told, because I thought I would smack him down pretty easy, and so I was like, I don't know about that, Well, kind of like Elon wanting to fight Zuck, and then finds out that Zuck is, basically the next George St. Pierre.
Yeah. Well, Zuck's a robot.
Yeah, he's not real.
He's not real.
Do you know what the average IQ in America is?
69.
Some give and take, I guess. Some give and take.
Yeah.
I think it's like 92.
Yeah. 92.
Do you know what your IQ is, Wendy?
No, but I'm half Jewish, so I'm sure it's really high.
I'm between like a 136 and 140, just so you know.
Yeah, you are a pretty intelligent guy. You're
I'm in Mensa. Do you know that?
period.
Always. I'm in Mensa. It's one of my bigger flexes, but I don't flex it a lot. Mensa is a club that's for the top 2% of intelligence in the world. You have to go take a test and all this stuff.
Oh, did you take a test?
So, okay, so this, yeah.
You're not even in Mensa. You didn't even take the test.
No, I did take the test.
Talk to us about this.
I did take the test. So I was 21, maybe 22, and I found out about this thing called Mensa. And I was really excited about it because it was like a club for smart people, and I knew I was really smart. I could get it. I go to the library and take a test. They have once a month. You can go to whatever the main library in your county is, and they'll do a test. I was like, man, this is tough. Then I was like, oh, this was easy.
I'm going to go do that so I can be better than you.
Don't embarrass yourself.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I'm waiting. Finally, I get a letter in the mail to my office. I was working with my stepdad at the time. And he brings this letter back there. And he says, this came for you? I was like, okay. So him and his business partner were back there, and I just messed up this big job really bad. I'd cut it wrong. It's a long story. But anyway, the point is that
it just goes to show you can't be good at everything, Ben.
yeah, I go take the test. I get the letter in the back, and I open it up, and it says I've been accepted, and I'm thrilled. I'm jumping up and down. I'm like, yes. I said, it goes, what? I said, I made it into Mensa. What's that? It's a club for the top 2% of intelligence in the world. You're like super excited about that? Yes. Okay, he turned and walked off. Not impressed at all. And that was the moment where I realized that like, oh, this is only important to me. I only care about this. Nobody else cares.
Well, that actually reminds me of many different life achievements I've made in the last, we'll put a random number out there, in the last 6 years.
Yeah.
And
Ever since you met me?
and I,
Big shocker.
yeah, no one cares.
Big shocker. Big shocker. Big shocker.
Don't ever do that again.